What's up, Cancer? Let's see what the good stuff is that's coming in for you in March. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cancer placements. What's the good stuff coming in? All right, you guys have Judgment, the Hermit, the Four of Wands, the Eight of Swords, the Five of Wands, Ten of Wands, Four of Swords. Ooh, to the Ten of Cups. Okay. With the Judgment card here, I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be making a decision, but finalizing these decisions, right? I feel like some of you guys might be struggling or might have been struggling with, I'm just hearing like saving face. I'm hearing, I'm not even hearing. I feel like whatever this is, right? Like judgment calls are usually based on people who like make a decision and they stand by it. And so maybe you guys have been in situations where you've been kind of like in and out with your decision. It's like maybe you've been in your head about it. Maybe you you're like weighing out like, well, what if? And so like now I feel like you guys are being more assertive. So I feel like what's the good stuff that's coming in for you is like you guys are just finally going to do what's going to be best for you in the long run. I feel like as above, so below. I feel like a lot of you guys have been working on these like internal issues that have to do with external validation. And I think that whatever this is, I feel like now you guys are currently in a cycle where you're recognizing that maybe you're not as happy as you'd like to be. Maybe you're not as fulfilled or satisfied at this point in time in your life. And so I feel like because that's happened, I feel like now you guys are like, you know what? I'm going to do what I want to do when I need to do it. No excuses, no apologies, no nothing. I'm just going to do this, and this is what I want. So I feel you guys just being more assertive like in your lives when it comes to the decisions that you're making. And so I feel like where before you would stop and think about if this is something you really wanted to do, not to say you won't think about it, but I think you won't spend as much time thinking about it. And I think when it comes to like dismissing yourself or removing people from your energy, I don't think that's going to be a question anymore for some of you. I feel like you guys are just going to be like, okay. Some of you as well are going to start to become okay with the decisions that you've made up until now. And so I feel like that's going to create more energy and more space for you guys to kind of just be like to have the attitude of gratitude is what I'm feeling. With the Hermit card, okay, two ways this goes. One, if you've been going out a lot and you're like, I just really need to like be by myself, I see you guys doing that. So the good stuff that's coming in for you, Cancer, is those of you that are normally surrounded by outside energies are going to start to be in your own. I see you guys staying home more often. I see you guys going for walks. I see you guys just kind of doing the things that make you happy, right? It's in a correlation to the Judgment card as well. So I feel like for those of you where you're like, you know what, I need to spend more time with myself, I need to start contemplating more things, I see you guys being okay with that, because I feel like some of you might have had what is it, FOMO, right? And it's like now you're like, been there, done that, it's fine, I'm good with being, by myself, or I need to learn how to be by myself. And so I definitely feel like that's what's going on with half of you. The other half, those of you that have been in hermit mode, I feel like now you're going to be going out there, you're going to be meeting people, you feel rejuvenated, recharged. You're really just looking forward to just being out, right? You guys might have been in hermit mode for a while. You could have been, some of you guys are in school, so some of you guys are like, you work and then you're going home, you're doing homework, you're studying, like all this time inside. And so now I feel like there's a little bit of a break for some of you. It could be spring break, right? That's coming up. So I feel like whatever this energy is, you're going to take advantage of it, and you're going to go out and you're going to recharge, and you're just going to hang out with friends, and you're going to meet people, and you're going to be good to go. So I feel like either way, if you're staying in or going out, I think that this is what you want. And I feel that you're going to be really happy in making this decision here in the near future. The Four of Wands. Oh, and also I'm hearing that some of this happens naturally. So it's like those of you that normally go out, maybe you just end up like staying home. And then you're like, oh, it's not so bad. And it's something that just keeps like happening, right? Because like Spirit's trying to get you to stay home. Others of you, again, you get invited out one time and you're like, oh. And the next thing you know, you're like, that was fun last time ago. So it's going to be a natural occurrence for some of you guys. Others of you guys are going to make the decision to either go out or to stay in. Four of Wands, I see a lot of stability coming in at home. If you guys have been feeling turbulent, if you guys have been feeling like there's been a lot going on, the energy's been kind of going left, right, front, center, back, I feel like that's going to stabilize. If you guys feel like things are just shaky at home or unsteady, this could be in a marriage. You guys could still live at home with your parents. This could be with your siblings, your kids. I feel like happier days are ahead. I feel like the energy is going to become more stable. I feel like there isn't going to be so much chaos. It's like somewhere you want to be is what I'm hearing. A lot of you too have been focusing on creating stability for yourselves, and I see you guys attaining that. Those of you where you already feel stable, I feel like those of you that have already been working on your stability, I feel like you guys are wanting to expand. So I'm seeing like the Two of Wands going to the Four of Wands. So I feel like some of you guys could be going out there looking to meet people, to date. Some of you guys are dating with a purpose, right? Because here you have the Diamond. So a lot of you guys aren't just dating just to date. You guys are dating with a purpose, and maybe that's something that's new to you, but it's the good stuff that's coming in, right? So I feel like for those of you that have been just going out and maybe you're like, I don't even know why I go out with these people or why I'm wasting my time. It's like you stop and you regroup, you reset. Some of you guys will be have pulled back, right? The Hermit to the Four of Wands. So it's like some of you guys are like, oh, like let me stop and pause and think about this. And so now that you're dating with a purpose, you're kind of cutting out all the nonsense and all the people that are coming in just trying to smooth talk you. So I feel like you guys are definitely getting more of a hold and control of that particular situation, especially if you're single and you're like out there like looking to be in relationships. You're like, no, like I'm taking myself seriously. So some of you guys are like, I'm taking myself so seriously that I don't even want something casual. I'm not just gonna hook up with anybody anymore. So like you're definitely like drawing the line in the sand, and you're creating the stability for yourself. Okay, Eight of Swords, the good stuff that's coming in. You guys are no longer going to be in your head about a situation. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I'm talking to a Cancer that just has like, you have trouble with making decisions and being okay with those decisions after you've made them. Like, I feel like whatever this is, you guys just like question it and you question it, and it's like, it's already done. So there's no need to continue to stress yourself out is what I'm feeling. So again, I feel like you guys are no longer going to be so much in your head. I feel like you guys, again, are going to start to become okay with the decisions that you're making and just let it be is what I'm hearing. You're just going to let it go, and you're going to let God, the universe, spirit handle it however they need to, and you're just going to keep moving forward, which is exactly what they want you to do. They just want you to leave it alone with the star there, right? Like that reminds me of the Star card, you know, wishing and healing and all of that stuff. So again, this is a blessing in disguise. Those of you that have been in your head, I feel like you're tiring yourself out. You're overthinking way too much, and that's going to stop. Okay. With the Five of Wands, I see you guys protecting something that, that means a lot to you. You guys could be protecting some sort of venture. You could be protecting an idea. You could literally be protecting someone. But I feel like there's a lot of like protective, defensive energy here. But I feel like you guys are going to ease up a little bit, okay? Some of you guys could be burdened by something that you're holding tightly onto. Or like maybe you're holding onto a secret. Or there's just something here that could be bringing you burden. But I feel like you're no longer going to have to keep up this defense for whatever this is. I feel like you guys are just, again, like someone here is finally just like releasing control slowly but surely. And so with the Five of Wands, I feel like you guys are going to be able to avoid a lot of drama. You guys are avoiding anybody that comes in. I'm hearing you're eliminating the competition. So if you've been like trying to get something and there's other people, I see you getting it, okay? With the Ten of Wands, you guys are releasing this Ten of Wands. You no longer want to be burdened by people, places, things. And so I feel like with this Ten of Wands, you guys are finally done. You're dropping the wand. So if there's any kind of like load you've been carrying for somebody, if it's your own load, you're like, you know what, it's time to take this off. I see someone like just taking off a heavy ass backpack, right? And you're like, oh, that's all I had to do. So I feel like whatever this is that you're dropping, you're going to realize that one, you're going to realize you should have done it a lot sooner. But two, you're going to realize that once you do it, how easy it actually is, okay? With the Four of Swords, I see you guys getting more rest. Those of you that have been kind of like restless, those of you that have been kind of like losing sleep or just overworked, tired, I see you guys getting more rest. And so I feel like, again, rest and rejuvenation for those of you, it correlates with the Hermit card, right? So I do see that coming in for you guys. Also, too, I think that if anything's been burdening you, you're putting that to rest. So I just feel like the energy is more clear now. You guys are no longer I don't know, you guys are just no longer worried about anything that's external. You're just going to worry about the things that matter most to you, that mean most to you. And like you're just going to let everything else fall by the wayside. With the 10 of Cups, I do see you guys in alignment with creating stability with someone. You guys might have somebody in mind that you see a lot of potential with. I don't know if you're dating this person or if this person, like maybe you and this person do hang out. This could be a friend that you have like these like possible feelings for, but whatever this is, I feel like if you're single and you're wondering if whether or not you're going to be able to manifest a love life for yourself, or you're wondering if love is even meant to happen, yes it is. The 10 of Cups is here, and so I feel like there's a lot of fulfillment that's coming in. But what I'm really seeing in my head is the Ace of Cups, but I feel like it's your cup you need to fill up first before you can get to the 10. So again, like a lot of you guys need to just kind of stop and sit and reflect on what it is that you want, how it is that you want it, and start going about that the right way. So if you're gonna set a standard, you gotta go by those standards, is what I'm hearing. So that's what I have for you. Hopefully this helps and resonates. I'll catch you on the next one.